Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife reviewer. My name is Cody. Tommy's locked away for this one, and I'm going to do a double feature. CJRB Chord and CJRB large pyrite. CJRB Chord is a full-size knife, same size as your Spyderco Paramilitary 2 or Benchmade Freak. CJRB large pyrite is just a little bit larger. I think Benchmade Presidio 2 is going to be about that large. Both of these ones are G10. This is the gray. It's a blue gray. It's called gray. Both of these have their CJRB's proprietary RPM9 steel, which is, from what I understand, it's a powder formed version of equivalent to 9CR18 MOV. Perfectly happy with that. Should add some extra toughness as it's powder formed. You're going to get finer grain structure, so it's going to reduce the frequency of chipping. Price point on these guys is pretty reasonable. The CJRB Chord is going to be around, what was this guy? This is around $90 Canadian. And the large pyrite is like $78 Canadian. Quite, really good value, both of these. The Chord handle is going to be a little bit thicker, you can see there, and just the way they've sculpted it, really comfortable. Just a really straightforward, simple design. There's elements of K-bar in there. It suggests survival combat styling. Simple, straightforward. Very ergonomic. The styling is, I like it. Again, it's simple, so it's not taking too many chances. And for the price point, it's a good blend of utility and design. Mostly utility, I'd say, more towards being designed to be functional over form, but I think it's also still quite nice. The blade is really good at piercing and quite good at slicing. Has a very even grind, secondary bevel, both edges. Fit and finish is excellent, perfectly centered from the box. Weight is, I'd say, on the light side for a full-size knife. I'd say this is Griptilian weight, Benchmade Griptilian. You've got unmilled liners on the inside, but they're thin enough that still overall this is a light feeling full-size knife. Just the design resonates with me, so I got a green micarta one initially, and I decided to try out the G10, and they're both fantastic. G10 one, this is I call this a light texture. There's light, medium, and heavy texture, or extra gritty. This one is on the light side, but it's grippier than the micarta. I prefer probably this one, but the micarta one's fantastic too, really comfortable. So this is a button lock, and the way that the thumb stud is positioned close to the frame, you can slow roll it with your middle joint of your thumb. It kind of pokes in, you can see the barrel spacer is designed to be a little bit angular on the top. I prefer doing the nail flick method. Put the nail under there and just flick it. And to use the button, or sorry, the flipper, because this the typical button lock doesn't have, the detent is actually the button itself, and button locks very often kind of feel spongy, or don't have satisfying open and close. It's just kind of free swinging, which makes it really easy to use. But the best way to use the flipper, it's really difficult to fully flip it. Yeah, it's really difficult to fully flip it if it's upright. Let's see about just straight. Still hard. I always want to, if I'm going to use the flipper, point it down and just like gravity open it. Also, it opens really easily if you just push the button, flip it open. That's probably my preferred method of deployment. The thumb stud, you have to kind of use your nail, and that's how I do it anyway, but most people, you probably use their thumb joint, and it's a little pokey. You got to use gravity to really most reliably deploy it with the flipper. But then if you just push in the button, it's awesome. Works great. There's no button stick. There's no action stick whatsoever. It's just super easy to use. But the trade-off on this one is that it's doesn't have any, it's kind of, there's more satisfying actions on knives. Overall, for straightforward, simple, well-made, good value knife, I like it a lot. Going to the large Pyrite, I mean, same overall theory of use. Going to be a little more slicey. The blade's quite thin. I didn't quite go over the blade. This blade stock's a little bit thicker, a little bit more balanced between slicing and durability of the shape. Whereas this one the blade is really designed to be a slicer. Very, very thin. I'd say this is like kitchen knife, chef knife thin. I've heard people say that the secondary edge is not that acute. It's kind of wide angle, so I haven't had any problems cutting with this, but if you want to sharpen it yourself, then I'm sure you can get a wicked thin edge on this, because the actual blade stock is a thin that's more or less a full flat grind. There's a tiny bit of unsharpened area here, or so unramped area here. Let's see if I can, yeah, you can see that. But for the most part, this is a full flat coming down. From here on, it's just full flat, and it's yeah, I'd say it's like a Spyderco blade in that the design of sliciness. Piercy, really light. I mean, even lighter than this. This is light. This is really light in a great way. This is like think of like Benchmade bug out for a borderline extra large size. So again, simple, straightforward design. You've got your exposed frame, which has been quite substantially milled out. Got these little zigzag triangles inside to lessen the weight. Let's see if the frame is quite, yeah, you can move it a little bit if you pinch quite hard at the corner, but from the middle, frame is quite rigid, and yet still get the lightness and the size. It's comfortable, very comfortable in the hand. This is a more of a medium textured G10 than the Chord. Again, still comfortable in the hand, not going to tear up your pocket. Both of them have deep carry pocket clips, reversible left and right, ambidextrous carry. These are both great value knives, and good mid-level steel in my opinion. AR PM9, powder formed 9CR18 MOV. Good values, good knives. Probably won't stir your soul with the designs or the actions, but for function and decent styling and good function for a good price, I highly recommend these CJRB Chord and CJRB large pyrite. You can get all steel frame, you can get, I think, micarta, different colors of G10, and so you can get this one with just the metal. You can get a metal kind of girded frame option with this one, I believe. So yeah, I'll have a look online and if you can go to a retail store and handle them, then chances are these are going to appeal. These do appeal to a large, large market. All right, so that's my double feature review for today. And if you like my review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you later. Good night.